Hello and welcome to another episode of the Black Dog Sports Podcast. I'm your host, Arthur Hosey of the class of 2003 from Greenville High School, not Mississippi State University, much like that. And I'm joined here by my co-hosts, Derek Thomas and Kendrick, the headliner Vivians. Derek, what's cracking today?
And I'm from Callaway. Oh man, just chilling, man, at home, ready to try to hopefully eke out another W today. Eke, yeah.
We'll see about that. K-Viv, what's cracking?
Oh, y'all won last night, kid?
Yes, sir. We on the map, baby. Hey, shout out to the Mars Point Tigers, man. Got the victory over the one and the only Kevin Fant last night.
Oh,
Van Cleve. He came home and got his head beat in.
And took an L.
He took that L. I got to give a shout out to our running back. His name's Tavion Evans. He's going to have a breakout year. He scored 4 touchdowns last night, had over 200 yards rushing.
Wow.
And then my guys, we had some stellar performances from number 8, LaDarius Matthews, and number 2, y'all know him, but y'all don't know his measurables. We call him JB. His name is Jamarius Brown. He's only a junior, but he's been doing it since 9th grade. Somebody's going to be lucky to have that kid. And last but not least, number 5, Larry Simmons, is a stone cold beast. He scored I think it was a 99-yard touchdown last night. Yeah, we was backed up.
What was the final score?
Dude, I don't know. I'm going to tell you. You can do the math. We were up 5, right? We stopped them on a goal line stand. Right, when we got out the end zone to not give up a safety, right? So we got out. We were probably on the 2-yard line. So on 3rd down, we run like a wildcat with Larry. He takes it around the edge, and at the 30-yard line, no lie, at the 30-yard line, Larry raises his hand and does this, and just runs off from everybody. It was like, oh, game over. And so you do the math on whatever it was. We made extra point. So you do the math. And I'm representing for my guys today. That's Bruisergate. That's what we do every year. That's my tailgating crew, my college boys. And as you know, AJ, I gotta give a shout out to Talk of the Yard. GTA, get them yard cards. Talk of the Yard.
Yeah, hey.
That's my first lady's business. All right, go ahead, bro.
I gave y'all a little bit of promotion because I shared the post where your wife had the Cowboys 0-1 yard sign. I thought that was
Cowboys
very petty. My kind of petty.
Yeah.
All right. And we have a special guest. We got Mr. Matt Carter from the Wolfpacker. All right, how you doing today?
I'm doing great, guys. I was just enjoying listening to your conversation there. A good recap of the football game.
Yeah, Matt, man, you're a guest, man, but what you over there sipping on, bro? I saw you sipping on something this morning.
That's some kind of beverage.
Coca-Cola.
AJ, you taking my place.
We're on the Eastern time zone here, so it's about midday already here. So
all right. So everybody, Matt covers the North Carolina State Wolfpack. So we're here to preview the game. So Matt, talk to us about this NC State squad.
Yeah, it's an intriguing team. They think this could be the best team Dave Doran's had. Head coach, he's been here 9 years now. He thinks it's his best team, but they got to prove it, right? They got to prove it on the field and win some games. And it's an old group. It's a veteran group. It got a lot of all ACC caliber guys. What did that mean in comparison to the SEC? We'll find out. But they think that they've been really looking forward to this game. I'll be honest, they've had this game circled because they want to see what they can do against an SEC team and if they can actually live up to what they think they can be.
Okay. Were you shocked at the shutout last week?
A little bit. Just because college football there aren't a lot of shutouts anymore in college football, and to be fair, the South Florida quarterback threw a couple of real bad interceptions in the red zone. They had a real bad penalty in the red zone, and at the end of the game, they got 4th and goal and didn't convert. So South Florida had opportunities to score. What I was shocked about was just how bad South Florida was, to be honest with you. They're terrible. So I don't know how. NC State has a good defense. It's an old defense. It's got NFL talent on it.
Well, too bad we ain't playing South Florida instead of y'all.
I'm telling you, South Florida, it would have been like, I've seen FCS opponents give NC State a harder time than.
Oh, wow.
Exactly. It's tough right now down in South Florida.
So you guys have a very, very balanced offense. Talk about the Wolfpack offense and how you think they're going to fare against that Zach Arnett 3-3-5 defense.
It'd be interesting because obviously Mississippi State's pretty good at stopping the run, right?
Not last week. We were the quarterback run 59-yard touchdown on us.
Yeah, but that was the only run they had on you, right? Pretty much the whole game.
Well, pretty much, yeah.
Yeah. So NC State would love to run the football. The 2 running backs, they got NFL aspirations. The left tackle, you'll love watching him play. Ike Ekwonu. He's a mean son of a, you know what? I mean, he's really, really
Speak your mind.
Like, he just loves knocking you down, and then when he knocks you down, he loves knocking you down again. Type of guy. He had 8 pancake blocks against South Florida. So they would love to run the football, but I suspect they're going to try to throw it against Mississippi State, see if they have better luck that way. They got good receiving.
What'd you say,
8 pancake? He said 8 pancake blocks?
Man, look, they need to. I need to sign him to an NIL deal today.
The way NC State does it, the offensive line coach will give you a syrup bottle for every pancake block you get during the game. So Icky got 8 syrup bottles from the South Florida game.
Wow.
So you ain't lying about IHOP.
Oh
They're going to get on them for an NIL.
So,
now here's the question though, real quick.
Yeah.
So was it the same person he was pancake? Now that might make a difference.
Is it what again?
Was it the same person every time? Because he might have found him a special person and was like, yeah, I'm gonna get you all night and just whipped him all night.
Nah, I don't know, honestly. It could have been. Yeah. But I'll tell you this, if you watch a clip from last year when they played Miami, they ran a trick play where they threw it back to the quarterback, and Icky got in front of the quarterback, and about 30 yards downfield, he's in front of the quarterback, and there's a poor DB for Miami.
Over with.
And he just, I mean, you felt
obliterated
bad.
Him.
It didn't end well for the Miami kid.
Let's just say the few times I did get a chance to play, when I saw a DB in front of me, you know.
You wouldn't have touched me. You wouldn't have touched me, dude. I would have slid to the side and like, okay, big boy. And then
hey, as long as the play get past you, I've done my job.
Yeah.
You slip
I was
on
too
by.
quick.
Whoa.
Yeah. Now look, that was my listen. I was a 5'6", 175 starting running back in 5A football. So I mastered getting out the way and getting back into the play. And we won state too. So you can't say, well, did y'all win? Yeah, we won state that year.
Yeah.
So
my phone was pretty dominant.
I would have slid right by. You're not hitting me, big fella.
Exactly.
So what's the question everybody wants to ask, I'm pretty sure. Is NC State? Well, I guess we can ask, we can address that.
Great question.
You know, how do you feel about that, Matt? I mean, you know, because right now, you know, Mississippi State, NC State, we kind of adopted each other, you know, as family across our social media groups, you know, because we feel bad for y'all. We glad we got the natty.
Right.
But what like marvelous? What if? Will we still be national champs if NC State defeats Vanderbilt?
I thought those were the 2 best teams in Omaha, for sure.
That's a good answer. Good answer.
Yeah, but no, honestly, when I swear to God, I'm not trying to BS it. When I looked at Omaha and broke it down, I had NC State and Mississippi State. I had a buddy of mine who who then scouted him and for MLB. And he told me those were the two best teams by far. He thought Vanderbilt was overrated. I mean, we almost beat Vanderbilt with half a team.
Right.
We proved they were overrated by that whooping we gave them too.
Yeah, you did. I mean,
and it's kind of, I guess you can say, karma that we end up playing you the next season in football.
Yeah.
So
it is cool how they kind of have like adapted. Like,
yeah,
you got our back, we got your back.
As far as saying, be nice to the NC State fans at the stadium. Don't be mean.
Now, even with that, what y'all saying, adopting each other. When Mullen was here, now if you see, I think that school up north or something like that. I think do y'all say something like that
for North Carolina?
Or it's something, or this is our state, or it's saying that we were doing. They said North Carolina. This is our state. I think that's what it was.
Yeah.
And it was like when Mullen was here, it was like both of us were saying the same thing. It's like, so I guess we're connected in a few ways.
I think the fan bases are kind of similar too.
Okay.
Like, you know, that we're not there to no BS, tough-minded, you know, type fan bases, right? Like that's the difference.
Underrated, you know, because North Carolina's possibly like, oh, they're supposed to be the best football school in the state. You know, you got Dean Smith, you got Jordan, you know, so yeah, we kind of mirror each other a little bit, you know. So one question about this game.
Yeah.
How is NC State going to attack the air raid? Will they drop 8 and rush 3?
Yeah, that's a great question. I suspect so. They have a deep secondary. It may not be it's their best secondary they have. I don't know if it's a strong secondary, but it's got strength in numbers. So they rotate guys a lot. So it'll be interesting. I suspect they'll try to keep everything in front of them and just try to tackle. It's all going to be about tackling, right? You got to get those Mississippi State receivers to the ground. Otherwise, they're going to do damage to you.
Now, Mike Leach did prove that he will run the ball. So, I mean,
yeah.
So you're not going to be able to rush them 3, drop that 8 all the time now, because
Leach it's going to be interesting to see. And I would say the strength of the NC State defense is their linebackers. They're fast. They got at least 2 NFL guys in that linebacker. So it'll be interesting to see how they use them. Are they going to try to help keep them in front, the receivers, or are they going to put a couple in the box just to be safe against the run? It'll be interesting.
All right. So I want to ask you a question before we let you go. Who is your pick for this game? Are you gonna pick NC State or are you gonna pick Mississippi State? I know that's probably gonna be easy for you to ask, but just take off the Wolfpack shades.
Yeah.
Who you picking to win this game?
Yeah, I already put it online, so I can't go away from it now. But I heard what I said. I like Mississippi State's future a lot. When I was looking at the roster, I was like, damn, this kid's a sophomore. He's really good. Or this kid, you know, the corner, sophomore, the receiver, sophomore, the running back, sophomore. I'm seeing all these sophomores, and I'm like, at some point, Mississippi State's going to be a really good team because I have faith in Mike Leach to make them a really good team. But NC State has so much experience. I mean, they're so old. There are a lot of juniors and seniors and fourth-year guys. They got like 5, 6-year guys in that lineup. So I went with the experience. I don't necessarily think one team is a whole lot more talented than the other, but my prediction is NC State will be a little bit more consistent in 4 quarters based on what I saw against Louisiana Tech, and we'll eke out a 33-30 win is what I think I went with, 33-30.
And that will cover the spread because the spread is -1.
Yeah.
So you would take the spread and the over.
Yeah. I wouldn't put any money on it. Maybe $1.
You ain't gonna win much with the odds. You ain't gonna win much, but you know.
Yeah. I mean, I don't have a lot of confidence. This could go either way because, you know, when the air raid clicks.
I mean, you see what happened in that 4th quarter.
Like the last 12 minutes, Mississippi State looked like a team that was going to win a lot of games this year. And really, what?
I'm just impressed. I'm impressed you gave us 30.
Right.
I mean, I was like, what?
Because if I was you, I would make the argument that, yeah, we look good and Mississippi State look good in the fourth quarter, but y'all also not Louisiana Tech.
That's a fair point. And, if NC State can take care of the football, I think that'll be a different matter too, as what did Louisiana Tech kind of set up a couple touchdowns for a couple points for, I don't remember that first quarter too much, but fair point. But Louisiana Tech had a new quarterback. Y'all didn't know what to expect that game, really, right?
Yeah, they had like a gazillion transfers.
Yeah. It's the unknown factor.
Does anybody else have anything from that?
Well, I did wanted to point out this sweet Durham Bulls hat that he has on. And that Bull Durham is a great movie. Sometimes women get woolly. And what else? Sometimes I've been known to howl at the moon.
I live in Durham, so this is what we call ourselves the Bull City. That's what we do in Durham.
Okay.
I like that.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome.
Right. Well, Matt, we want to thank you for joining us this morning on Breakfast with the Black Dogs, man. And if we do a post game, maybe you can jump on with us and talk about how we were able to stop that vaunted offense of y'all. Hopefully, because y'all got a 1-2 punch that just scares me. Them running backs, man.
They're good. They both want to be NFL running backs, and they've worked really hard. They've really worked hard this offseason. They're in the best shape.
I love the fact that everybody here seems to be very shaky on if we're gonna win or not. Like he doesn't seem to have any confidence. We don't have any confidence.
I don't.
So that's the fan base is coming together again.
Well, Steve, you gotta remember, what did the ACC do last week in any good game that they played?
I mean, North Carolina did an excellent job.
I saw Louisville
Georgia beat Clemson, but Clemson is a shell of the team they had last year. So
I always forget that Louisville is in the ACC now. I always
man, why would you bring that game up? Because you know who they played, right?
I mean, Louisville looked terrible. Georgia Tech lost to a MAC team that didn't win a single game last year.
Who did Georgia Tech play?
Northern Illinois.
Oh, wow.
Northern Illinois went 0-6 last year.
Well, we got Vandy.
That's true.
Which we almost lost to last year. Needed America to beat them.
Right. Well, these types of things happen.
All right, man. We want to thank you for joining us, man, and good luck today. Well, hopefully not too much luck.
How about good luck this season, right? After today, good luck.
Yeah, after today, I hope y'all win everything. I would love to see y'all win the ACC.
Yeah, likewise. I think they're cool. Hopefully they can get this game back in Raleigh at some point. That'd be
awesome.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, Charlie. Well, y'all have a good show.
All right, Matt.
I just hope both teams have fun.
All right, fellas.
All right.
All right.
So,
peace.
Derek Thomas.
Wow. What up?
I mean, like I say, North Carolina State is one of those teams that I feel as though that we have a lot of things in common with. I have a lot of respect for them, kind of like with when we played Kansas State. Over the years, I've paid attention to them. And, pretty admirable guys, and both Adidas schools. So they're always forced to wear ugly uniforms that Adidas provides for them, much like us. Speaking of which, are we wearing them ugly A-word gray uniforms today?
No, man, it's September 11. We're wearing a September 11 uniform.
They got a white helmet with the flag on it or something. I saw that. Didn't I see that, or was I seeing it?
Yeah. And then the field is painted with a red, white, and blue and state across the M logo. Man, it's beautiful, bro.
Okay.
It is amazing.
So, Ken, speaking of which, we know that you were about 30 years old back when 9/11 happened, and you was in your 6th year at Mississippi State. So, were you there at that first game against South Carolina after 9/11?
It just made Ken look like he's so.
Ken, why are you looking like that?
You know why he looking at you like that?
All right, I'm gonna break it down for you. I was 21. I was at Mississippi State, and I was bullied.
Okay.
So I was on the field when it happened. We were it was so funny. So we were on the field, they brought that big flag, right? They had a huge flag on the field. I'm on the sideline and I'm like, okay, this is a pretty cool moment. And at the end of the national anthem, somebody said, F Bin Laden. And it was so loud.
I remember, like, I heard that video.
I think we probably about, back then it probably wasn't 60 to 70,000 because we didn't have that full stadium.
I think it was like 5 back then, maybe.
Yeah, it was packed though. It was packed to the rim, and it was complete silence. All you heard was because everybody was it was probably some people in that thing crying,
Yeah.
And wasn't nobody singing, and they was just they was taking it all in, and all of a sudden it's just one guy, perfect time. It wasn't Go to Hell, Ole Miss. It was Bin Laden, and everybody, I was like, and then the crowd just erupted, and then we went on to play South Carolina
and lost, but such is life.
I said we went on to play South Carolina. That's all I said. You doing too much.
Hey, I gotta. You know what? Somebody on this podcast has to be that guy. Now, I'm not saying it's not a role that I take lightly, okay? And to be honest with you, I didn't even choose this life. I did not choose this role. But with Ricardo being gone, somebody has to do it, okay? This is not just my personality all the time, okay? This is a persona that I put on for the podcast, all right? I'm not an a-hole in real life.
I'm not ready.
Or not that much anyway. So, Derek, Bad Boy and Baby, all right? LaTech. Last week, we all sat up here. I was sitting outside, and we was all laughing and talking about how this game was finna be a breeze. That did not happen, all right? So, we know that we ultimately won the game. But my question is, what were the thoughts going through your head when we was in the midst of what we thought was us getting mollywopped?
I was very, very, very sad. Like, I wanted to turn the game off, bro. And I was like, really? LaTech? Like, I know they're supposed to be an improved team with all those transfers they got. But still, you jump out on a squad, 14-0, then you get behind like that. You turn the ball over like we turned the ball over. We let a quarterback who was selling drugs, legal drugs, run for 59-yard touchdown on us. We let him throw for a bomb on us. Like, come on, this dude wasn't even in college football 5 months ago. And he's about to beat us. It was disheartening. But we came back and got the W. So I'm a happy Bulldog fan.
Bet you are. All right, same question. KViv, headliner. What did you think when we was getting mollywopped, okay?
I was thinking, are my ribs done yet? I was like, oh, okay. I really didn't have any emotion, to be honest with you. I promise you. I was just kind of stale and numb, not being over dramatic. I'm just saying it. I wasn't like, dang, we're losing to NC State. I was like, because what we won like a half a game last year, so I, it didn't really bother me. And if we're being honest with ourselves, did somebody block that kick at the end?
Yeah, Crumley blocked it.
Okay, so I'm going to say we won the game then, because if he would have because it looked horrible, and if it was just his kick, I would have said they lost the game. I wouldn't have said we won, because you got to think about it. They put themselves in position to win.
They did.
It just so happened we blocked it, and with us blocking it, yes, we won the game. But if he would have just shanked that thing, they lost the game. Yeah, y'all ever heard that kind of a thing?
Yeah.
But and that's what I feel. But for us putting effort into doing something to make them lose, that is good. And that shows resilience. That shows that we didn't give up. We fought to the end. Blah 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 blah. All those good things. So I mean, I did feel good about that. it is kind of embarrassing to say your largest comeback win ever in history versus. So when that goes in the program, and you have biggest win in history, and then you have them son of a guns next to it. So that's crazy. But it is what it is, and I'm still banking on second year coach, second year system, and like hold on, like my guy said though. See, he did not inherit what somebody else inherited, right? So it's a true. He has to get his guys. Like his guys are, like he said, sophomores and freshmen. Mm-hmm. Those are his kind of guys. So is dude doing the show in a stocking cap?
Hey, wait. Who? First of all, who said that? Ken and froze up.
Well, while we got.
Hey, I'm telling you, no.
That's not on the screen. That must be in your inbox, Ken.
Hey, I done told y'all before, man. Ain't no motherfucking journalist. All right, I'm a teacher. That's what I do. I teach world history at 1400 Murrah Drive, where there's one team for all students with zero limits and zero excuses. Ain't no motherfucking journalist. All right, I'm just putting it out there.
All right, listen. Hold on. Derek, no name. I ain't gonna say no name. I don't give away my sources. I ain't gonna say no names. But Derek knows who did it, who said it.
I do.
You don't. Yeah, just Derek knows. All right, but he's a Callaway grad, and so that's one strike against you, AJ, since you over there at Murrah. He's a Callaway grad.
Is it that Odom guy or something? I don't know.
Woo!
Hey,
no, it ain't Odom.
I don't know who it. I know the person, but I don't know who did it.
Yeah, you know him, but I'm not giving the the name.
Man,
but you
whatever,
know,
man. Like
yeah, you definitely know. But it was funny. I'm sorry, I was in the middle of my talking.
Like I said, man, ain't no rapper. All right,
that was good. That was.
I rob. That's what I do.
You know
how all the rappers always claim when somebody say they can't rap, they like, I ain't no rapper anyway. I'm a drug dealer or something like that. So I ain't no journalist. I'm a teacher.
They want to give a shout. We got Jamar Chaney watching. What's going on, Frat?
Oh, we got a coach in the building.
Mississippi State. Yeah, he's watching us right now. What's going on, Frat? Jamar Chaney, former Philadelphia Eagle, Mississippi State great.
Right.
He was one of those smaller, faster, shifty linebackers.
But one of them linebackers could do it all. He could rush the pass, he could stop the run, he could cover your wideouts. He's like triple threat.
He will be in the MSU Hall of Fame for long. He will be in there. I can guarantee you that.
Right, so, bad boy. We already know. That's what we already know. All right. So, we got a follow from Jeffrey Simmons, and that was very heartwarming.
Because you're a Titan fan.
Because I'm a Titans fan. But he's one of those guys, like I say, he gives those strong Dale Warren Robinson vibes where he just a guy that, just leadership is on point, leads by example. So I move with him real heavy.
Yeah, speaking of his leadership, he was recently named the captain this year as well. So congrats to Jeffrey Simmons and being named captain, one of the captains for the Tennessee Titans. Yeah. So
that's a cool dude. Oh, we like to deviate from the topic a lot. So AJ, real quick, and then we can get back on topic. AJ Brown, talk about him. Love him, hate him.
Who you asking?
Wow.
AJ, I'm asking AJ about AJ. I'm asking because where he came from and where he is now. Do we wash all that stuff out?
I want you to keep in mind. That I'm the same guy. I have never watched the movie The Blind Side before because according to me, it is Ole Miss propaganda. Okay. I take a very hard line on Ole Miss. Okay. I'm gonna say this. Even though he has his haircut like Lil Run, and even though he went to Ole Miss, and I don't believe any of that malarkey that he said about Mississippi State didn't recruit me. Like, dog, if you didn't want to go to Mississippi State, just say that, all right? But don't be giving excuses to Mississippi State didn't recruit me. I don't believe that for 1 second, all right? And before any of his cousins try and inbox me, challenge me to a fist fight and all that type of stuff, because I know how they operate. You know, as long as he with the Titans, as long as he making plays and stuff like that, I don't care. I didn't like Eli Manning having gone to Ole Miss, but when he helped to end the tyranny of that undefeated Patriots team, you know, I was behind them 100%.
Hell yes.
Okay, so I don't really hold the Ole Miss. And let me tell y'all a guy who played for Ole Miss that I just had a lot of respect for. Was his name Cody Pruitt? I think it was Cody Pruitt.
It's safety.
But yeah, he was a safety.
25.
I love the way that guy played the game, despite the fact that he just refused to go to Mississippi State. He committed to Ole Miss early and stuck with it. I feel as though that he should have made the league, but I love the way that guy played the game.
It was a hard
so I take a hard line toward Ole Miss, but at the same time, you know, I went to Ole Miss as a grad student, and I am man enough to admit that there are some things that Ole Miss does that I like. Like, for instance, just an aside, going to an Ole Miss game, Ole Miss gives people a lot of stuff going to their games. Like, you will get fed really, really well going to Ole Miss game. Not like the football and basketball game, but if you go to like those offbeat games like tennis and soccer and stuff like that, like, you know, you subject to go there and they have just like this big assortment of chicken strips from Chick-fil-A or Abner's or something like that. Or they give you Sundays every Sunday, or they have a crawfish boil at all the SEC softball games on Saturday and stuff. And I talked about Rebel Rides and how we eat something like Rebel Rides, but what was you saying, Derek? You were saying something crazy.
Enough Ole Miss praise.
I'm not praising them. I'm just saying that there are some things that they do right.
I don't care.
Anyway, so not Derek. Ken, was you done talking about your feelings of the LaTech game?
It was enough. It was
okay.
Enough. I don't think I was finished, but that's enough.
Okay, so my feelings was that I felt betrayed. I felt like if you ever seen, and it's, you know, I don't want to be insensitive, but if you've ever seen the movie Fahrenheit 9/11 by Michael Moore, he talked about when George Bush was reading that book and he was sitting up there for a few seconds just looking crazy, processing what he had just heard. And that's kind of the way that I felt. And I was thinking about the Mike Leach hire because I am not on the Mike Leach bandwagon. I will tell anybody who will listen, I respect him. And when he came on the show, I was giddy because, I mean, how often do you get to talk to a freaking future Hall of Fame head coach? I mean, I can respect what he did while at the same time believing that, you know, he's not the guy from Mississippi State University. But like me, a street dude who is doing a podcast with over 1,100 followers in a stocking cap to be able to talk to Mike Leach was just amazing. Okay. But at the same time, I never liked the hire. Still don't like the hire. I don't think that the Louisiana Tech game was a flash in the pan. I wouldn't, and let me make this clear. I hope that I am wrong. I would love to be wrong, but I don't think that I am. So I felt embarrassed. I felt like I was let down. And while I'm at it, let me go ahead and give a shout out to somebody, boy named Jamal Cole or Jamal Cole. I don't know. It's one of them. But he's in a group that I'm in on Facebook called Sportaholic Sports Group or whatever. And every week he always has something to say about Mississippi State. Like he had something to say about Mississippi State during the College World Series after game one when they blew us out. And then they promptly lost the other two games. Then in the middle of the LaTech game, he posted about us again. So I need him to keep it going. All right. Anytime Mississippi State start losing, whenever our back is against the wall, I need him to make a post about Mississippi State University so we can go ahead and pull that thing out. All right. With his help, I think that we can truly become national champions this year.
That's oozing with sarcasm.
I mean, What's the worst that can happen? We got a Hall of Fame coach, right? Right.
Potentially.
And Will Rogers, and of course, Will Rogers is what he's saying. Will Rogers, who went to the same high school as Gardner Minshew, is he's going to be a better quarterback than Dak Prescott before he leaves Mississippi State University. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and put that out there. From his performance last week and his leadership skills, the fact that he's already familiar with the air raid, and did I mention before that he went to the same high school as Gardner Minshew?
And he was recruited by Mike Leach while Mike Leach was on the West Coast.
Well, here's the thing. I don't necessarily disagree with you. Before he leaves Mississippi State, if he continues to be the starting quarterback, and he will break Dak Prescott's passing records. Because we're in a passing offense. He better than well break them. I mean, come on. We throw the ball 80% of the time. We better break the records. I mean, yeah.
What?
I'm not saying he better break them. If he continues to be the starting quarterback,
I'm not even
talking rewrite those record books.
I'm not even just talking about with numbers. I'm talking about just even qualitatively. He is going to be a better leader and a better quarterback than Dak Prescott, John Bond, Wayne Matkin, all those guys combined. Okay.
And Mr. John said, "Put the bottle down, Arthur."
What Tim Tebow is, what Tim Tebow is to Florida, is what Will Rogers is gonna be.
Oh my
to
gosh.
Mississippi State University.
No, please don't curse him like that. Don't curse him like that. I don't do that.
And
I mean,
if y'all hadn't figured it out, I'm not being sarcastic at all.
I know you're not.
Okay?
I know you're dead freaking serious.
Yeah, I'm dead serious. Okay. And even I know that last week I made some very insensitive comments about Will Rogers. Where I said that I felt as though that he was being overhyped because he was Caucasian. And but this week I'm serious, okay? That if we
I'm in the comment section. I'm sorry.
What if we lose this game today? He's gonna come out and he's gonna make a speech about how no team will work harder or play better or practice more. God bless, and we're gonna win the Natty. All right. If you see him coming out looking like he just got done hanging with R. Kelly, we go win by 50.
Arthur, where's Jeremiah when you need him?
We can't mute this dude.
I mean, okay, next topic.
He come out with the skid mark on his face. We win by 50.
No.
Next topic.
I mean, it is what it is. I'm trying to help y'all out, all right? So what even is the next topic? I think we kind of talked about NC State. Kind of, sort of, not really. Okay, so NC State, bad boy, baby. I'm gonna start off with Ken this time, though. So
I took my headphones out. Let me put them back in. This comment section and AJ, y'all on fire today. I'm loving it today. I love today. Let's go.
I don't know what these people are saying. Let me go check it out. But yeah, Ken.
Nairi said you tripping if you think he's gonna be better than Wayne Mackin.
What?
Kenny said.
I don't think that's what he said.
I'm ad-libbing.
I'm saying I don't think that's what he meant. I don't even think that's what he meant. I think he's like, really, Wayne Mackin. I think that's what he said.
So
somebody tag Wayne Mackin.
I mean, he is my friend on Facebook. I can tag him.
Let him know. Let him know that his position as the second best quarterback in Mississippi State history is in danger.
Oh my gosh.
Is he even the second best? Whoa. Real quick. So who even is? So we can we agree that Dak Prescott is the best quarterback in Mississippi State history?
Agreed.
What about you, Ken?
You said Dak number one. Yeah.
Okay. So the question is who is number two? Are we going with Wayne Mackin or are we going with John Bond?
Wayne Mackin.
You think
Wayne Mackin?
No, the number two quarterback in history?
In Mississippi State history.
Oh,
no. Okay,
he's saying
wait.
Kevin Fant.
So Derek Tate or Kevin Fant?
Get him, Arthur. Say a name.
If this man say Kevin Fant, I'm ending the show early.
I wouldn't. Listen.
If you say Derek Tate, I understand.
Kevin Fant is my close personal friend.
But you gotta take our friendship. Wait.
No. Yeah, let me finish. Let me finish. I said that to say, I mean, I love him to death. That's like my little brother. But I wouldn't choose him because of, and I would put it on the offensive line those years. Anyway, we talk on history though, and you limit it to, you said Wayne Mackin, or I mean, you said John Bunn.
We got other people giving us names too.
If you want somebody else, somebody else to do it.
Let's see. Tryman says,
I mean, give me Mike Hennon.
Mike Hennon?
You need to put the bottle down. Real talk. Nairi says Sleepy.
Hey,
Kenny said he heard Fitz.
Listen,
was the second best. Where's Ricardo when you need him?
No, Fitz was one of the top running backs in Mississippi State history. Yes.
Hey, stop trying to play that man like he Lamar Jackson.
I would definitely go with a what if, because I mean I was a fan of Omar, so I go with a what if.
What if Omar played on the Mullen?
But as far as production or a better team, I mean, the teams weren't great, you know. I mean, he was a part of the team, true enough. So he's a part of that, not great, right? But, you know, just as a whole, if the team was better, or, you know, like you said, Dan Mullen, oh my God, if he played on Dan Mullen, my goodness. But I'm going to mess you up. I'm going to take out stats. I'm going to take out everything. Since we brought up Dan Mullen, I'm taking out, throw out the stats out the window.
Hey, I know what you
throw everything out the window. Chris Mammoth freaking Ralph.
Okay, I give you that one.
Chris Ralph, baby.
I give you.
I'm riding with, because I mean, like he was a leader. He wasn't a mess in the locker room. I mean, I guess he wasn't a mess in the locker room. You never heard nothing about him. Wasn't a mess outside the locker room. He led teams to victory. He did what he had to do to win. Chris Ralph. I'm rolling with it, and I'm not backing down from it.
So,
all right. So Jeremiah just texted me, and he said that the second best quarterback in Mississippi State history is the guy that Dak Prescott replaced, which is Tyler Russell.
Jeremiah didn't tell you that.
Yeah, he did. You can't prove that he didn't.
Prove it.
No, and you can't prove that he said it.
Jeremiah didn't tell you that.
Man, Jeremiah, okay, wait a second. I am Jeremiah's close personal friend. I can assure you that Jeremiah said that. Also, while we on the subject of wide receivers, quarterbacks and wide receivers, he also believed that Chad Bumpus was the best wide receiver to ever.
I know he ain't.
Man, you trolling, man. You trolling, dude. Stop trolling.
Not Eric. Not Bear Williams.
I know he ain't say that. I know for a fact he
not
did.
Fred. Not Fred. Not Fred Brown. Nah, the dude with the one that was dating Tori.
Ross.
Yeah. Not him, but Chad Bumpus.
Listen. Now, I'm not Ross is not even the best to me. I'm going with Barry Ford's one over Ross.
Now, here's the thing.
Wait, best wide receiver?
I'm saying not ever.
Oh,
I'm just saying if you're bringing up Ross.
Okay.
Then I'm saying I will pick. But anyway, go ahead. I'm sorry.
All right. So anyway, we gotta talk about NC State. All right. So
let's go.
Mr. John said before we developed eyelashes, we had some good ones. Dave Marler was good. I know that name. That's before our time.
Oh, whoa. What is that?
I'm gonna give y'all a name.
Before your time, he must play he must have played with who was the dude from the FCA? We had him on Bill Buckley.
They got a Jeremiah interview.
Bill
Buckley.
Yeah, he must have played with him.
Well, I'm gonna give you a name that y'all should know. Marty McDowell. Y'all know that name?
The fact that the dude's first name is Marty takes him out.
No. You better go do your history, bro.
Yeah, he's a little legend around the neighborhood.
First wide receiver to get 1,000 yards, I think, in Mississippi State history.
I didn't know we had a wide receiver that
no.
got 1,000 yards.
Hey, somebody said y'all better put some respect on Rocky Felker now.
For quarterback? I mean, you got to look at the wins and losses too. Now you know Rocky Felker has a legendary status in Mississippi State history, but you also got to look at what Ralph and Mackey did on the field, especially in our generation. I mean, these guys, have some memories. What Wayne Mackey, took us on the cusp of winning the SEC. You know what I'm saying? So you have to, no other quarterback has taken us that far. As far as being number one, that's Dak, but we threw that chance to win ACC away against Alabama and then Ole Miss. So you have to give Wayne Mackey his status as the clear cut to me number 2, ref number 3.
Man,
now, what you talking about winning the SEC? Don't you know we had like the number 1 defense in the nation?
Yeah. Hey, wait a second. Now that being said, we don't want to get into the conversation because see, that made me think about the conversation of which defense was better between what was it, 99
and Moorhead screw up.
Yeah.
No, the Moorhead mess up.
But I'm saying that. Because you don't. I mean, like I said, Wayne is cool people.
We go undefeated.
Wayne is cool people, but we can't put too much on. He did when you had what my guy name? What's the no socks win coach, no paper coach? Who the dog safety coach? What's his name? Come on now.
God, Joe Lee Dunn.
Joe Lee, baby.
Oh.
Joe Lee put them dogs on the field and let them go.
Blitz.
He let them go, and what they were gonna do? Nothing. Shoot, hey man. Akin got hit out of bounds and stayed down. Pork chop went over and told him to get his. Yeah, and now we did. They were the national champions,
and we could have won that game. We were supposed to win that game. Don't make me.
I'm sorry, AJ. Get back to it. Yeah,
get back to the SEC title game.
Yeah, I don't want to bring up that.
But see, here's the thing: in education, since I said that I'm not a journalist, I'm a teacher. In education, we'll call this a teachable moment when somebody brings up something interesting, and you got to go off script and talk about it a little bit because, quite frankly, it's a little bit more interesting than what you were doing at first. But yeah. But we do have to talk about NC State, and we're running slightly short on time, and we got to do predictions for the other SEC games. So, crap. All right. Kendrick Vivians, headline, Mississippi Fat, Black Tyler Perry, or straight Tyler Perry. I shouldn't have said that.
Damn.
I shouldn't have said that.
Man, we need to invest in a goddamn beat button for him.
Okay. So I probably shouldn't have said that. Okay.
Oh my God.
I would like to apologize to the alphabet community.
Sue him, Tyler Perry. Him.
I would like to apologize to the alphabet community for that statement, and I'm very remorseful. All right.
They gonna cancel you. What was your question? You call about that? What you want?
I have gay cousins. All right, so
I get it.
NC State.
My best friend is
Ken Vivians.
Yes, sir.
What's cracking, man? What you thinking of? How you feeling going into this game? Cause they ain't gonna cap. I don't know too much about NC State team. I know I'm supposed to be a journalist, and I was supposed to watch the game last week. But whatever, okay. I had lesson plans due. What of it?
All right, so no cap. I don't know a thing about NC State. I didn't do my research. I didn't do nothing. All right. I just know that Mississippi State, the real state, has to change some things this week and not come out. I ain't gonna say they came out flat because we came out fast. We came out good. But you got to stay there. It's kind of like when I'm talking about speaking in my class. There's levels when you're speaking. When you're on stage or when you're doing public speaking. A lot of people like to start here like you can hear me, and then I start bringing my voice down. That's kind of what we did. Like, hey, here I am. Yeah. And then they, came down. Then we had to pick ourselves back up. We got to get on a high level and stay there. And I think the caliber of players, we can win the game. We can win some games. And with the input that Mr. Carter, it was Carter, right?
Yeah, man.
The info that he gave us, NC State, I think they would have the edge because he's right. We are a young team. Our offensive line is young. Everybody's young, and you got 5th and 6th and 10th year seniors on the other side of the field. That could be. You got 30-year-olds playing against 18-year-olds. So, it's like, it's like Bishop, that's cool. So, but I really think we have an opportunity because I rarely go against our Bulldogs, especially with non-conference. And I'm not going to start today. Hail State. You muted.
I'm a little muted, but that's okay. All right, so you taking Mississippi State University, and you think that we go pull it out. You're not exactly clear how we're going to pull it out, but we're going to. Derek, thoughts? What's going to happen today?
Bruh, here's the thing. NC State wants to run the ball. They ran for 293 yards against South Florida. Now, I know our defense is not South Florida, but they want to run the ball. They had 2 running backs go for over 100 yards last week. So they're going to want to pound the rock. The quarterback they had was a dual threat quarterback, back from a broken leg. He had a serviceable game, 7 for 26, 230 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 pick. So he can be careful with the ball. Their running game scares me. It really, really. And as usual, we have trouble with tackling. Don't know why. We have trouble tackling. If we come to tackle, I ain't say come to play, come to tackle, and really, really get those ball carriers on the ground, we have a good chance at beating NC State. But what Mr. Carter said, NC State has the experience. We may have overall talent, but in some cases, experience beats talent. And right now, NC State has the more experienced football team. They have the more, I guess you could say, when you put a team in front of us that we're supposed to beat, we're going to handle business. We did not. Unfortunately, and as much as it saddens me, I'm going to roll with NC State today. I hope I'm wrong, but I just really feel like the way we performed last week, if we performed the first and fourth quarters in the second and third quarters, there will be no way I would pick against us. But that second and third quarter against Louisiana Tech really, really showed me if this team gets behind, yes, they do have the metal to come back. But against an NC State team, that if you let them get a lead, you ain't coming back. And they're going to grunt. Louisiana Tech did not run the ball. If they had run the ball and milked that clock, we lose that game. We give a lead to NC State, they're going to pound the rock. Durham is going to milk that clock, and we're going to have a chance to have another miracle comeback.
All right. Me personally, I felt like during the Louisiana Tech game, Mike Leach was looking at them like, I'm putting cases on all you sons of bees. Like he was sitting there the whole time looking like he felt betrayed. Like he was flabbergasted that he could not believe that they were doing this to him. And personally, I feel like at that moment he took it personally. Okay. That's why you saw the fourth quarter comeback, because I think that he must have, went and did some things somewhere between the third and fourth quarter. Yeah, he took it personally, became an issue for him. And I think that we need that attitude on the team. Now, here's the thing. Do I believe that the SEC has the number of the air raid? Yes. But North Carolina State ain't in the SEC. They're pretty much just the middle of the road ACC team, not really a threat to win anything. Basically what Mississippi State is to the SEC, okay? They can beat you, but, Maybe, depending on how they feel that day. So, I feel as though that due to the fact that they don't see the air raid like what Mike Leach does very often, I feel like we stand a chance. And I feel as though that with them being an ACC team, because this is my thing with teams like LaTech, USM, ULL, Raging Cajuns. I feel like they're like mini SEC teams. I think that they have the same philosophies as SEC teams. And they get a lot of the players who slip beneath the cracks. Like I think that they build themselves almost like an SEC team. And sometimes you get a hold of one of the better ones, they can give you a problem. All right. I don't feel like that's the case with NC State. I feel as though that I feel like we can win this game. Like Mr. Carter said, I wouldn't put any money on the game, but why not? I'm gonna say Mississippi State University is gonna win, and I'm gonna say that it's because NC State doesn't have the sufficient experience with defending the air raid, much like with Georgia Tech. When a team that's not used to back when they were running that triple option crap, when they would play teams that weren't used to defending it, they would always beat the crap out of them. But then within the ACC, after a few years, teams got used to defending it. And, so that's what I'm thinking. I think that we have this, not necessarily the coaching edge, but I think that we have the schematic edge in this game. But the defense, we'll see what creme brulee and that secondary do, because that secondary is real dicey. Also, we got to call out Charles Cross for, I guess the word be getting mauled by the lineman from NC State. Not NC State, LaTech. Okay? He looked like that one guy from the Cowboys did on Thursday night. Okay? Yeah, we got to get it together on the offensive line also.
You got 5 got to block 3, bro. 5 has to block 3.
I've been saying that about Cross, man.
Yeah, there's no way that you should rush 3 down linemen and 3 beat 5 consistently.
Yeah, he looking real fake newsy right now.
But y'all gonna listen. Y'all gonna start listening to me. I said the same thing about Elon Allen, and he stayed on that field. And I kept saying that he ain't it, and they kept putting him out there, and he kept getting his butt whipped. Somebody say, "Oh, that was just the all SEC future NFLer from Kentucky." I remember that year. Oh, the guy from Kentucky, he was the only one. I said, okay, wait. Every week, you could put him in the middle. You could put him on the edge. He was getting whipped every week. And I said the same thing about future NFL player, Mr. Cross. He's still a kid. I don't want to talk too bad about him, but he ain't that dude.
I mean, you got to, until he start performing, man, we have to be honest about what we see on the field.
Yeah.
And if you're projected a first-round pick, there is no way that a guy that ain't even listed as being drafted should be beating you like a drum like that and sacking your quarterback, and he's spinning you like a top. Like, come on, bro. 5 should be able to block 3.
All right, now, real quick, let's get to these predictions. Just real quick. All right, so
at what position though, Kenny? He's playing guard, right? Kenny O said Greg out, and he's on a practice squad. So, but I guess he's still he getting a check.
I mean, he said that was coaching. How you know? No, that's not coaching. No, I mean, he's huge. Okay, he's huge. He's young. That's why he's in there now. Next year, somebody's gonna come up younger, a year younger, and wipe him out the league. It ain't no doggone coaching. I don't care where you put that boy. He was gonna get beat. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You say his nickname Dirty Rug because he always getting beaten. They're like yesterday. I said that Kevin Durant got more naps than a kindergarten class. All right, so
that's clutch. That's good stuff.
Hey, before we go into picking, so we
got 1 minute.
What y'all think about Dak, man? That return.
Wait a second. I didn't really watch the whole game. I just knew the Cowboys got plucked at the end on that offensive pass interference. And I don't want to talk about the kicker.
But what about Houghton High?
Who?
Dak Prescott.
Oh, I mean,
high school.
Dak Prescott, that Houghton High thing. Sometimes players say the name of their high schools and stuff like that. I mean, sometimes you got to give them a shout out. Just like I gave a shout out to the Greenville High Hornets, all right, who got that victory over the Greenwood Bulldogs last night because they finally realized who they are. All right. Yeah. So I mean, sometimes players do that. Next week he'll say Mississippi State again. And
well, I guess we could. I can't say Fletcher Cox is needs to say Mississippi State. I can't say that anymore because Dak has said his high school, so that wipes out that whole thing. So everybody's good now. Everybody can say their high school now since Dak did it.
All right. So let's go ahead into this pick'em thing.
All right, I got it.
Alabama State Auburn. Alabama State Auburn.
Man,
Alabama. I think say Alabama
Auburn, man.
Yeah, Alabama State and Auburn. Derek, who you got?
Auburn.
Ken?
I got Auburn.
All right. South Kakalaki, East Carolina. Derek.
Gamecocks.
Ken?
I'll read the comments. Go ahead. Say it again.
All right. South Kakalaki, East Carolina.
Skip, is Hope still in East Carolina?
I don't know.
No, they got a new.
He at LaTech now.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. He was so Skip Holtz is LaTech. I wasn't paying no
They
attention.
got Beamer is the new head coach at Shane Beamer's new head coach at USC.
He gonna win.
Okay, I'm gonna take
East Carolina.
I'm taking East Carolina. I'm gonna grow a pair.
Me too. That's what I'm picking. Yeah.
All right.
You picking East Carolina, Ken?
Absolutely.
All right.
All right. Kid is going to Rocky Top. Who you got, Ken?
Say Piggies.
What? I say Pittsburgh.
Oh, Pittsburgh. Who?
Pittsburgh is going to Rocky Top.
University of Pittsburgh.
I know who it is. I'm just like, who plays Pittsburgh? Oh, Rocky Top, man.
All right. Derek.
I'm going with Tennessee.
All right. Good old Rocky Top. Woo! Rocky Top, Tennessee. All right. Florida and South Florida, who according to our terrible.
Go ahead, mark it.
But it's Dan Mullen, though. It's Dan Mullen.
Listen, wait, you can't say that. Only in his final season. That's the only season Dan Mullen lost to a team that he wasn't supposed to lose to.
All right, so you taking Florida?
Yeah, easily. Yeah.
Right.
I know I'm doing the game something wrong, but they lost 45-9 to NC State. There's no way they're gonna beat Florida. No way in holy hell.
UAB, Georgia.
Hey, Rashana said upset alert.
All right. UAB, Georgia. Ken.
When does SEC on SEC?
Man, all these games
Georgia
trash.
That's what I said. When does SEC versus SEC start?
Man,
Georgia.
Right, we gonna do the ones that's competitive. Texas A&M, Colorado. Well, who knows about that one? Mercer, Alabama.
Nah.
I'm gonna pick Mercer in that one.
I bet you won't put your check on that.
Put my what?
Bet your check.
Man,
how about we say how many points will Mercer score?
0.
All right. Texas.
I'm gonna give him 14.
Arkansas. Texas is the home of the players and pimps. Yes.
Ken, you going with Texas too?
Yeah, Texas. Rashana say they're gonna put up 20 points. Mercer gonna put up 20.
Bama? I bet you $5 they don't. I bet you $5 they won't, Rashana. You gonna bet? You gonna take my bet? $5 bet. Mercer will not score 20 points on Alabama.
Y'all gotta do it via Cash App.
You down, Rashana? You gonna take my bet?
Let him come. Hold on. Oh, he gave me all his picks. Okay.
All right, Austin P versus Ole Miss.
No. I just need to know if you're gonna take my bet, Rashawn.
Okay, see if she gonna take your bet. You trying to take this woman with
She
child.
said bet. She said bet. She said bet.
I want my money.
This woman is with child. She need all her money.
They still, Mr. John, Mercer ain't gonna score on Bama. Even the third string, they ain't gonna score. They ain't scoring no 20 points.
Yeah, all right. Austin P versus Ole Miss.
Man, why? Why even pick that?
All right,
Austin P might win. Anyway, Missouri, Kentucky. Pillow fight of the week.
Oh shit! The first SEC versus SEC matchup. I'm gonna go with Kentucky, bro.
All right, bad boy, baby.
I'm gonna go with Kentucky.
UK.
All right. The Battle of the Orgerons. We got McNeese State versus
Arthur, who you picking, Arthur?
Oh, me? I'm gonna go KU.
Okay.
Or UK. All right. I'm taking McNeese State versus LSU. What about you, Derek?
Is that next question?
All right, Ken. Man, y'all trash. Anyway.
No, that game is trash.
Wait. Vanderbilt, Colorado State. We don't know.
Colorado State.
Colorado State.
Colorado State.
Colorado State.
All right. Wait. We gonna do a bet too. All right. So check this out. We have not paid the Zoom for this month yet.
Okay.
If Vanderbilt wins, we betting the Zoom cost on this. I'm taking Vandy. What about y'all? Got Colorado State?
Colorado State.
Okay, all right. Both of y'all gotta send me the Zoom money. Both of y'all gotta send me the Zoom money.
If we win, Zoom on us for the next 2 months.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna be
All right, bad.
We should. Wait,
what's your consequence?
What's my consequence?
Because you're the main contributor or proprietor of the Zoom cost.
It comes from my card every month. Like last month, it came out for me.
Hey man,
listen.
I've Zoom cash app you fees before. Don't
you have. You're not like somebody else that I'm not gonna name.
I get the point that you pay it all the time, or majority of the time. That's why I said, what will your consequence be? Because you already do that. So
okay, so I don't know what y'all got. Cause wait, Ken, didn't you?
No.
You go expose me for something. You said you were gonna bring
up. What did I? It's not exposing, but I wanted you to go on Amazon while we were online and order you something to go behind you during the. While you was online, you need to order something right now and put something behind you. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Hey, listen. Hey, we got our first sponsor.
Mr. John
he said he'll pay for a month. I love it.
Hey, you can do that. You can cash app it at $ King Arthur J. Okay, so yeah,
you gonna tell him how cheap? You gonna tell him how cheap it is and how sorry we are that we don't pay it that much?
It's $16.
We need to go ahead.
It's like $16 and something. But yeah, some people on the podcast, cannot handle. We believe in having people of different financial means. But some of them be broke. Like one dude ain't paid it, and I think he got child support. So
how you gonna put that man business out there like that?
I think he on child support, but I can't be sure. Well, he one of them. Anytime people be tired going back to Africa and our true heritage and stuff, they usually be deadbeat fathers. I shouldn't have said that.
Arthur,
are we done picking? So we can watch some football?
All right. So before I get the whole show canceled, all right, we gonna go ahead and get up out of this thing.
Get us reported for bullying.
I'm gonna make me some catfish for the game, bad boy baby. So yeah. Anything else? All right, Derek, what you got to say before we get up at this thing? We already 10 minutes late.
I want to wish all the Bulldogs playing in week 1 of the NFL well, especially Colin Hill. playing in his first professional football game, starting at kick returner, and we know he's going to get some carries today. So
Today?
Colin Hill. Well, not today, Sunday.
Oh, okay.
Not Derek, Ken.
NFL always throwing that. Oh, I thought you were saying.
Nah, what
Ken,
you got to say
better.
Get about this thing.
I'm just gonna say, again, shout out to everybody I shout out at the beginning, to my boys, the Bruisers. Shout out to them. Shout out to Talk of the Yard, the First Lady's Business. GTA, if you don't know what the GTA is, don't worry about it. But GTA, get with her. Talk of the Yard on Facebook. Mars Point, strong. 4A's we're gonna be a problem for you this year. And Hell State, go to hell, Ole Miss.
All right, so I wanted to give a shout out to all of those people in Tallahatchie County who people reached out to and told them that some fat Kelly Price looking dude was on the podcast talking about it. But they weren't able to get a ride to the library in time for the clap back at me on Facebook. So with that being said, Hell State and Kurt Cobain didn't kill himself. Peace out.